Hey guys, it's another really hot day in Spain. Like, hello, it's February. And it's another Q&A day.
It's the last day of February and it's a scorcher. It's 25 degrees, not bad for the winter. We had so many great questions that we had to make a second video. So here goes with Q&A part 2.
Getaway Geese on YouTube has asked us, do we have any goals we have yet to achieve?
We certainly do. Basically want to drive all over the world.
Yes. Perhaps not in this van.
Yeah, definitely not in this van. We want to take Vinny round Europe, but after that it would be a massive goal or dream, whatever you want to call it, to drive across Europe to Asia and then hopefully to Australia.
Yeah.
Also America,
Oh,
bit
yes.
of Canada, and even to Central and South America.
Yeah.
These are all just massive goals. Relating to that is if we could make just enough money to carry on what we're doing through the channel.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Or other means of work online, so we could travel and still continue to do what we do and film, make and share our experiences and inspire people to do similar things. So
that would be awesome.
yes, that's kind of the goals.
Scarpunk Alternative Living on YouTube asks, have we thought of living full-time in a vehicle and getting rid of our house to save on rent or mortgage?
Right, okay, yes, we definitely have thought about living in a vehicle full-time. We love the lifestyle and we just can't get enough of it. So,
but if we were to do that, we might need to get a slightly larger van.
yes.
Because Vinny is a good travelling van for doing our trips around Europe, but yeah, you need
Permanent living in a van Vinny size would be difficult.
Regarding the house?
Regarding the house, yes. We won't be getting rid of the house because we don't actually have a mortgage or pay rent on it. We own it outright. We bought the house very cheap. It needed completely re-renovating, so we got a good price and we're lucky enough to not have a mortgage.
Yeah, and you know, it's not a bad place in the world to have a little base. And it is nice to have a little sort of solid structure that can't get, you know, stolen or written off or whatever. So yeah, it is nice to have a little base.
David Donaldson from Facebook is asking, what's our favourite thing in the Ridge Monkey?
Oh, well, I've got a bit of a sweet tooth, so I'd have to say those big chunky cookies Sarah cooked, and we have got a video on that, so we'll put that link in the description below. But also, which we've yet to make a video on, she's made these lovely little coconut mini scones with a bit of jam.
Coconut and cranberry, so I will do a little video on those in the future soon. My favourite thing in the Ridge Monkey is probably when we did the pizza. We've only done it once, and that was back in Italy, and we did make our own bases, but it was so nice and it was such good fun to do it, even though it took like hours, but they just turned out really good.
Really good.
Yeah, so check out the video to that as well if you haven't seen it.
Scotchalan Paramotor on Facebook asks, what did it cost us for our 7-month trip around Europe?
Right, okay, well we have made a video on this. We'll also link that in the description. So basically 500 euros a month, more or less. That's what we were sticking to. We were on a really tight budget, so depending on how tight you want to be is how much more you might need to spend.
Yeah, a lot of factors come into it, but we did it on 3,500 for our 7 months trip away. Check out the video.
From Janet Micklethwaite on YouTube. Sorry if I've got any of your names wrong, by the way. The question is, do we think we will ever do a tour of the UK if they ever get a summer? Yes, we do think we'll do a tour of the UK for sure. We've talked about it already.
We would love to, because there's so many nice places. Obviously it's got a huge coastline, and you know, like the Lake District, Scotland, down on the south coast, there's so much you want to see there, so yeah.
Mafamwe, the van from YouTube, have asked, have we considered fitting a refillable gas tank after all the issues we had on the last trip?
Yes, we have.
We definitely have. It was a nightmare last time with the gas situation, so we really want to do a refillable one. But the problem we have is this. This is our gas cupboard, and as you can see, it's only a tiny space fitting these 907 bottles, and that's all you can fit in it. Above there, we can't go any higher. That's our water tank. And there's just not enough space. I mean, maybe something a little bit bigger, because we do have this. This is the issue. And these bottles, you can buy a refillable one of these on eBay in Spain, and it's over 200 euros. So it's just basically a bottle like that with the adapter on the top.
Which is ridiculous, because you can go to a market and pick up one of those camping gas bottles, which is exactly the same size, exactly the same bottle for €5. So you're paying over 200 euros for just this little adapter.
Seems crazy, but you know, we might have to do that, or we're still on the case. We're still thinking about options, what we can do. And the problem is, underneath the bed here is only 30 centimeters high, so we can't fit a bigger bottle under there. And then obviously all we have other than that is the living space, and as you know, our living space is small in our van, and we don't really want to have a gas bottle in there the whole time again, like we did for months on the road on the last trip.
Coco Bungee on YouTube, on the subject of gas, asks, an alcohol stove instead of gas. Is the fuel available in Europe? Now, it could be talked into an alcohol stove. We always have some alcohol lying around. No, we don't really.
No, we don't. But thanks for the question, because that might be another option for us. If we could get something else other than gas for a backup, that could be quite good. So we'll definitely do a bit of Googling on that, and if we find out any information, we'll let you know. You can actually get a petrol stove, what you put gasoline in. Someone sent me a link to that recently, so that would be an option. It's a shame that we already bought our outside gas stove, otherwise that would have been better really, wouldn't it? Because you could obviously pick up gasoline from anywhere. So I know about one of those, but I'm not sure about alcohol.
Okay, moving on. Coco Bungee also asks, have we experienced any inconvenience or restrictions because of our height? And where can he get our seat covers? Okay, the height, regarding the height, generally not. Generally, there's not been that many restrictions.
No.
Although, there's been a couple of times in Florence, which springs to mind, when we were almost trapped because we couldn't get through a tunnel that Google took us to.
Watch the video if you haven't seen it already.
And then a few other times where we just had to divert and do a different.
Turn around because there's been a tunnel, but literally only a couple of times in 7 months. And then obviously you've got to be careful at supermarkets, underground parking. You have to remember you can't go anywhere like this. Other than that, we like our height, and it's so much nicer to be able to stand up and jump up and down if you want to in the van.
Okay, and regarding Sarah's beautiful seat covers.
Presume you mean the driver and passenger seat. You can't buy these, they're completely unique, but you can make them yourself. It's basically just material, lots of different materials, from old t-shirts, from clothing basically, cutting out the funky logos and stitching them straight on to the seats that were there before, all handmade. And then, as we said in a previous video, when a piece rips or wears out, you just patch another piece of material over the top.
I have to sacrifice one of my favourite t-shirts every time we get a tear.
So Sycamorph, or Psychomorph on YouTube, has asked, are we sticking with the tranny?
Now, by the tranny, I hope you mean Vinny, the Ford Transit.
Yeah, we presume you mean the van. And yes, we are. We love Vinny.
Definitely.
As long as he keeps going and taking us on these awesome adventures, then we will be sticking to the old boy for now. Anyway, until we do our huge trip around the world.
He's done us proud, he's done us proud.
Yeah, and he's got so much character, and he's just part of the family. So yes, we are definitely sticking with the tranny. Chick PC, CHKPC on Instagram, has asked, what do we do for a living in Spain, and how is our Spanish?
Well, as you know, at the moment we're not earning a living. Previously, before we finished work to go travelling, we were working in hospitality, catering and customer services in an office.
Yep. Also, I was looking after a few houses, like a house manager for people's holiday homes. And yes, now we're having some time off to travel, as you know. And our Spanish is pretty good. We speak Spanish. I wouldn't say we are fluent.
No, I wouldn't say we're fluent, but we get by.
Yeah. So we do okay.
Okay, the next few questions are on a similar sort of subject, all to do with how we fund our travels. So Denise Valderrama from YouTube asks how we financially support ourselves to travel and keep a home base. Nick Allfrey on YouTube asks what our long-term plans with regards to travels around Europe and how do we plan to finance it. Lee Garrett, how do we fund our trips? And Philip, how do we make money? Now first of all,
can we just apologise if it's a bit noisy in the bar now? It's a Spanish holiday today. There's all the families out having a late lunch.
It's a Spanish holiday every other day really. But
so we hope you can still hear us okay.
Don't blame them, the sun's shining.
I know, it's so beautiful.
Summer's day. Anyway, moving on. We decided to leave that bar we were at before because it did get a little bit noisy.
Yeah, I don't know, it was a bit of a distraction. So, yes, where were we?
Well, I believe you guys want to know how we fund these trips we go on. Basically, it's through savings, which are quickly running out.
Yeah, we're not well off, we're not rich, we don't have some magical earnings. We literally are living our life at the moment for our savings, hence the reason we're always on a really tight budget to make them stretch and do as much travel as possible, really.
Yeah, we don't earn money on the road, we've just made sacrifices and saved. We do earn a little bit of money from YouTube, but it's
tiny bit.
It's hardly a wage really.
It's not really worth our time, but we enjoy doing the videos and sharing everything with you guys, so yes.
But we will be making a video dedicated to how we've saved the money and giving you some money saving tips.
A video talking about this kind of topic we plan to make in the future, so we won't say too much more at the moment and we'll leave it at that. But yes, obviously we would love to find a bit more of an income, what we can do online and on the road, and we're working towards that, but at the moment it is just savings.
So that's all the questions answered, hopefully.
Yeah, if we missed any, sorry about that, just drop them in the comments and we'll answer you that way. As we've answered all your questions, we have one for you. Does anyone know how or what solution to use to get this stuff off? See, so we've taken one of these stickers off because it was worn away and we've got a few more we want to take off, but this sticky solution, how do we get that off without just spending hours on it? Yeah, so you can just drop us a comment if anyone's got any experience in cleaning off this sort of stuff, that would be great.
That would be really handy because we do want to give Vinny a new look for the next trip. So yeah.
Thanks guys.
Thanks guys.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for your support. Thanks for all the questions.
Yes, we did enjoy answering the questions. And hopefully we'll do another one when we're more famous and have loads of questions to answer in the future.
Maybe you'll even get a live feed.
Yes, maybe we'll even do a live feed soon.
But for now, stay tuned, loads more to come, and we'll see you in the next video. So that's it. Get yourself a big piggy bank and get saving.
Because that's the only way you're going to do it unless you get a job.
Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that like button below.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel, then please do, and keep the comments coming because we absolutely love to hear from you.
And we'll see you in the next video.